I prepared just one slide on this. Let me just jump quickly to that. So we will now hear from 4 sites. And this is, I showed you the map before. If they are not well placed, they can tell me, and we will update the map. But we would like to start with Narni in Italy. We were lucky to visit this site with some of the other lighthouse sites just a few weeks ago. So we are really curious to hear and share with others as well their experiences. So please, colleagues from Narni, if you could please make the presentation.
Okay, we are ready. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Pietro Flori. I work for the municipality of Narni. I'm a civil engineer and I work on the public works and the public transport. And with this brief presentation, I would like to illustrate the mobility state of art in my municipality. Okay, Narni is a city of very ancient origins, pre-Roman origins, and is located right in the center of the Italian peninsula, a short distance from the city of Rome. It has an area of 200 square kilometers and a population of about 18,000 inhabitants, distributed for a small part in the old center, while a greater share is located in the modern center near the railway station. But most of the population is distributed in about 20 hamlets, rural hamlets, corresponding to the ancient medieval castles. Okay, and the local public transport is totally distributed on the road and must connect this vast territory. And currently, public transport has 223 bus stops. With the general economic crisis, the number of transport lines had to be reduced, and this meant that some more peripheral territories lost their usual transport lines, thus creating significant discomfort for the population, especially for the elderly people. To overcome this inefficiency, in 2015, the municipality administration launched a new public transport service called Narni Chiama Bus, which consists of a call service that allows to serve the population distributed throughout the municipal area using a single vehicle, which travels only in case of a call from a user. This prevents buses from traveling without a single user on board, with obvious cost savings and reducing polluting emissions. Over the last few years, this service has achieved excellent results, as it has made it possible to serve precisely that elderly population who had suffered the discomfort of reduced travel, but also young people, foreigners, and university students. Over time, other services have also developed, such as the recent Narni Link, the results of an agreement between the municipality of Narni and the Bus Italia company, which currently manages both the public road transport service and the railway transport service. In this way, a direct line was created, which connects the historic center with the railway station. And people who come in Narni experience this transport, especially the councillor, the smiling councillor Luca Tramini, that you can see on the right part of the slide. Another interesting application of public transport by road was created last summer, a shuttle service that connects the Narni Scalo railway station with the Nera Montoro railway station, covering the approximately 8 kilometers of road that runs along the banks of the Nera River, where in the summer period, an increasing number of visitors flock to these places of incomparable natural beauty. You can look the beautiness of the river on the photo. Some of you with the bike experience the mud in that rainy day. This allows visitors who do not want to use their own car to be able to take advantage of this transport, which has been an interesting example of railroad multimodality, linking the station to the touristic place, avoiding crowding these places where, moreover, there is a strong lack of parking. And as regards the diffusion of private transport with electric vehicles, the municipality of Narni has installed a dozen charging stations in recent years, located partly in the historic center, partly in the railway yard, and recently also in some peripheral hamlets. The same municipality of Narni has renewed its fleet, replacing the 5 old cars with the internal combustion engines, which were also very polluting, with as many full electric cars. And we are very, very proud of this. The development of outdoor tourism is leading to the spread of the use of bicycles, including electric ones, and therefore some small retailers are developing the rental service. Just a small advertisement about Mr. Capotossi, who ran the bike to some of you during the meeting. Now, the study of accessibility projects to encourage the development of alternative and sustainable ways of transporting citizens was added to the activities described above. In this regard, it is worth mentioning the recent experience that the municipality of Narni had with the company Memex, Andrea, and so on, we simulate alternative mobility solutions in Narni, inspired by the positive experience of the city of Retimno in Greece and Treviso in Italy. In particular, it was hypothesized to create a bike-sharing service to connect the populous district of Testaccio, 3 kilometers away from the old town center and 8 kilometers far from the railway station. Furthermore, the construction of a solar carport for recharging electric bikes and motorbikes has been planned. This model can also, we hope, be scalable on other hamlets. And finally, linking with the Claudio Montero, I would like to illustrate an interesting potential example of integration between public transport and tourism promotion in the Narni area and neighboring municipalities. And this is called Cammino dei Protomartiri, the Protomartiri path, which is a ring of paths that connect the cities of Narni, Terni, San Gemini, Stroncone, and Calvi. You look the ring, and the nodes of these rings, are also connected by roads, obviously. Therefore, an optimal integration of public transport with the paths could facilitate the mobility of workers, inhabitants, but also pilgrims and tourists. So you can see this photo are about some weekends ago. We have some events around the ring. We called for some specialists about trekking. Therefore, the mayor of Narni has recently contacted all the mayors of the other municipalities of the Protomartiris path, inviting them to join our network as soon as possible. And I would like to conclude my speech by quoting the most famous Italian comedian, Totò, with one of his iconic phrases, "È la somma che fa il totale." It reminds us that in order to obtain great results, it is important to add up many activities, even small ones. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Thanks a lot, Pietro. Very good presentation, a lot of good examples, a good example of timekeeping as well, which I would like to encourage others to follow as well. I know many got inspiration from visiting your area and this project, and I heard a lot of questions afterwards as well. So a lot of good ideas here. I would like to immediately leave a couple of minutes, first come, first served. If you stop sharing your screen, Pietro, then we see the others. So first come, first served. Any questions to Pietro and these very inspiring good practices of Narni? Yeah.
These easy questions, please.
Someone I heard wanted to speak. Carmen, are you? I don't know if it's to us or who else. Someone else is speaking, but I can't see the face.
In the slide, I write the address, the link for the internet pages about that services.
Thanks a lot. It's very, very useful. So any quick and easy questions?
A super fast question, maybe, Dina, regarding,
Yes.
because you explained this pilgrim example, so very nice. But speaking about tourism, so how tourists reach the area? So there are big hotels, there are how they stay, how they can plan the visit to the place. So they sleep in Narni, they sleep in other places. How do you connect the tourism experience to this pilgrim path? This is for the tourist people.
Yes, there is a small organization working on the path. Maybe I hope next time I could engage the founder of this to describe better the activities. But the tourism is simple, the pilgrimage. So in every place we have some cheap hospitality, but we need to grow the hospitality. We have a tradition about industry. We are not used to be hosting with the tourists. We have to learn how to do it well. So it is really challenging for us. I think this is for us the most important challenge to face.
Many thanks, Pietro. I think you can still ask your questions in the chat, and as Pietro was saying, the contacts where we will share the slides as well. But I think let's move on to the next presentation, and I would encourage you to please keep the good practice of Narni to keep within the limit. So we are now traveling to Latvia. It's Vidzeme who will present us their approach. So please, colleagues, you can share your screens.
Yeah, hello. My name is Raitis Siats. I represent Vidzeme region. And very shortly, our region is one of the largest region in Latvia. Historical region with a lot of Hansa cities and rich culture traditions. But in this case, so you can see how many historical places we are, also around our capital city, Riga. And but in this presentation, I would like to show you more. Our topic is Greenway. And greenways, so most of you maybe know, maybe not. But greenways is disused railway lines and also tunnel two-pass. And it's no motorized transport users, and it's accessible, safe, and easy to use for walkers and cyclists. But also in Latvia case, as we know, it's also for country skiing and also a lot of interactivities. It's important as also people with a mobility impaired, also they more likely using greenways, not cycling paths. It is more and more safer here as in cycling passes, not so heavy user traffic here. So here's a picture from already 80 years old. You see a lot of, here is a railway roads, but after this time, a lot of railways is abandoned. And in Latvia case, we're using already about 400 kilometers of former railway lines. So it looks like here. We start from our region, but now we are exploring also in East part Latvia and West part Latvia, but as in focus in our regions, and the pictures will be from here. So time from last century till 2009, this is time when railways has been finished the work, and now it's we call greenways. Who is the users in the greenways? It's generally it's daily for cycling mobility, people going for work, studies, leisure, and of course also it's as I mentioned, it's for country skiing, for walking, but not only daily visitors, but also for long distance users. For as now we see bike opportunity, given opportunity to cycle longer distances and visit more places. So here is also a network of network of our region, how it looks from train, also connecting with greenways and Eurovelo network. A lot of touristic places around former railway line, but of course only few of them is a good stage for developing, but we're working further for that. So some pictures from our work. Generally, it's former bridges, which is now accessible for people for cycling, hiking. As I mentioned, no transport, so a lot of barriers around, and there is also some special bridges design. Which is different organizations is work for that, mostly municipalities, and some municipalities invest a lot of money for that, not only EU money. So another option how people can use it, former railway line and also lines which is still in good conditions. Some is for kilometers, some is longer. You see, it's rail bikes, and people can use it that in both directions. Idea we catch from Belgium and Germany, but we use more modern, and people can use it themselves and turn around. So it's very popular now, and people using this opportunity. Several places we installed so. Opportunity for charging e-bikes and also mobile devices. For that, we're using stands with solar panels or just connected with electricity there. Some good examples from state, as former railway station has opportunity also to charge bicycles, so like a microbus or e-cars. So, and that is very good hub for that, and people can start it from one places and also charge or do it anything. So another good thing from state, as also before Claudia mentioned and colleagues, as a connection with transport and Ministry of Transport. So here's very good connection because Ministry of Transport and particularly railway department some years before decided to again to use it existing railway line, and distance is about 200 kilometers, which is now connected every week, not like before it was only once or two times in a year. So people has opportunity to use it that for all purposes, and also of course for tourism. Several places we together with partners, of course, we installed recreation places, informal railway stations, railway stops, and people can be safe here during rain or other time. Several new information stands, and what we're planning to do in the future, installing info stands for people with mobility needs. So it will be a different type of stands and information as well. If you're talking about services for mobility, we put information already 2 years in our website and requested for transport. Of course, it's not for a big group, it's maximum 6 people. You can fulfill it here, and after we got message and we do it. So like example here, existing railway stop, it's not station, but stop. And further on, it's going like Green Bay, and people would like to start from one places, and then we trying to help them because after 40-50 kilometers there is no transport opportunity, and but of course we can take only 3 bikes, but we need to use it also, and possible to be able to do more. Also, statistic is very important. We installed about 15 pointers in our 400 kilometers. It's not so much, but now, of course, important we have statistic. Ideally, it will be after 20-25 kilometers. I know in some countries, like in Ireland, we just visited last week. There is a new pass, and it's after 3 kilometers. It's of course perfect, but in our case, our distance is quite long, and will be ideally we can see results after 20-25 kilometers. So some example for how it shows. It's about.
Right, sorry to interrupt, but we need to conclude.
Yeah, it's last slides already, and that is figures from how many every day and peak days. Some we are winners of some awards, European Greenway Session Award 2019 in Latvia, and as well last year in the Interreg program for our video about greenways. A lot of maps, pictures, and we're planning to our online map in also in English and Latvian languages, and we are responsible for signposting about local, regional, national roads in Latvia. Already 160, more than 160 roads is ready. So that is picture what we're looking for, and down this picture how it looks now. So we very hope it will be in the future better. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. It's a very, very interesting and inspiring initiative. If you stop sharing and we see all the faces, we can just take maybe one quick question. Again, first come, first served on the greenways. Here is your chance to ask Raitis before we move on to the next region. So any quick questions on the greenways, or you can, of course, put it in the chat as well.
I know it's a new, quite new idea, but tomorrow in panel discussions will be Mercedes Zamora from Spain. He is the director of European Greenway Session, and then she will present, I think, all countries. But anyway, you have opportunity to ask any question. And but greenways, I think it's very good idea, and we're already working about 10 years. But for infrastructure, just 5-6 years. So, but we're looking forward to work with colleagues from our partner country, from Estonia, and tomorrow we have to submit one project for Interreg Europe with Hungarian colleagues. So, lot of things we have to do, and I think experience from our project, it will be very, very useful, I think, in the future as well. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Did I mute myself, or you can hear me fine? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Sorry, because I don't see my microphone. Okay. Thanks a lot, Raitis, and please keep asking questions in the chat. So we are moving to Latvia, far to the south to Madeira, and we will, I think, Claudio, you will present, right? The approach. No, you're not. Okay, then I'm wrong. So will anyone present or not?
There should be Christina. There should be Christina connected.
Oh, sorry,
Yes,
Christina,
that's me.
You. All right, sorry. Okay, apologies. Great to have you. Christina, please.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
And again, may I ask you to please stay within the 7 minutes, yeah, because one more presentation.
Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Christina. I work for Madeira government. If I forgot something, I ask for Claudio Montero to help me. So I think you can see my presentation. Okay.
Yes.
Now, okay, I would like to present the main features for transport and tourism in Madeira Islands.
The only thing,
sorry,
Christina, the only thing, it's not in presentation mode. I don't know if you can switch.
Okay, yes.
Perfect.
I think it's no. Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna be fast. Madeira is about 1,000 kilometers from mainland. The total surface, just a moment. So the total surface is 801 square kilometers, and the maximum altitude is 1,862 meters. We are just a rock in the middle of the Atlantic. We are about 254,000 people, not very much. Tourism is the prevailing industry. It represents 26% of GDP. The average stay is 5.4 nights with an occupation rate of hosting about 69%. The tourism cruise is very relevant, and it's a growing market. This is an overview of our location. Now let's talk about our mobility share. The last available data is from 2011. The residents essentially use the car to get around. This is about 6% of the total. 25% use the bus, and just 1.3% use the scooter. The rest prefer to walk. Regarding mobility of tourism, we can find that the car use is equal to walking. These two modes of travel represent 70%, and just 12% use the bus. The other forms of mobility with a little expression are taxi, cable car, and excursions. It's in Portuguese, but it's simple. We don't have subway or train, so we just move mainly by car and bus or by foot. This is the transport network. In the image of the left, you can see the island level of accessibility, measuring the time from commercial ports in the eastern part of the Madeira Islands. The red colors identifies the most distant places, and the green colors the closest places. In the image of the right, you can see the island level of accessibility measured in time from the center of Funchal. It's the soft coast of the island. Following on from the previous page, here we have a representation of population distribution and a systematic movement pattern. And you can see where the highest population density is in the soft coast. Here we have main policy supports plans in transport, mobility, and tourism areas. For example, in PROMET, the traffic on the main events was studied and to draw the conclusions for other events. It presents mobility solutions to apply in other festival events. There are some projects that we worked on. And in another occasion, you can see here several conclusions from other European projects related to tourism mobility. Now, those are the main findings and recommendations. We have, for example, the public transport system is currently more attractive for locals than to tourists. The information should reach the tourists at an early stage for their journey. We need more cooperation with touristic suppliers, and it's necessary to improve the quality of the information at the bus stop and the information provided by the employees. That's very important. Here are some lessons that we learned from previous projects. The sustainable mobility is achievable at tourist destinations through integrated package of measures. Implement a solution about something that already exists and has been proven is better than developing a solution from scratch. It's important to involve the politicians since the beginning, and so on. So we have some image of trainings and campaigns we have done to promote mobility in Madeira. And here we are some of our mobility challenge in rural touristic areas. So we have a crowded tourist points of interest with a lack of attractiveness. We need pedestrian and intermodal infrastructures. We need to promote a bundle of service to attract more service. We have a lack of integration among transport solution with a common tourist goal. Well, we have a lot to improve. So that's it. That's all. Thank you for your attention, and have a nice day.
Thanks a lot.
I think I made my time.
You are perfectly within time, best timekeeping, and I think we have a lot to learn from you. So it's not like, I think it's, you're saying that a lot to improve, but I think a lot has been improved. So very inspiring also the way you collect data and build on that and have data about the touristic approaches. I think it's very, very impressive. So if you please stop sharing your screen, I think we would like to give some time for questions, because I think it's very inspiring what we heard. So any, no worries, take your time. So any questions to Christina? And on the Madeira, exactly. Let me see if we can. Okay, perfect.
Claudio, you should help me. Yeah, maybe I forgot to say something.
No, super nice. I take the Dina comments to develop a topic that we are quite proud, which is the data collection, no? And very fast reflection. So tourism people and tourism department at municipal and regional level has a lot of data and a lot of resources to collect data. I think here it's a challenge of coordination and try to include in the questionnaire applications the variables of mobility. Yeah. So I think each site has to look at their own reality. And for example, in Madeira, tourist board collect a lot of data, but we try to use their data, but we run every year a questionnaire at the airport with at least 200 people interviewed according the sample of tourism market. Yeah, so this is I think the most valuable best practice we have to share. So since 2016, I believe, 15, we have a database with all these data, and it's important to collect the data to have a policy. Yes.
Yes. We can decide more better.
No, that's very, very relevant. And I can see some interesting discussion going on this in the chat as well, on how to collect data, exchange about different research. So please check that as well. Okay, last chance to ask questions to Madeira. Any comments, quick questions on this, what you heard? Okay, I think we are getting towards the end of the session, so people collected quite a lot of information. Okay, so let us move to our last region of today. Of course, there will be many more presenting tomorrow. We are in Slovenia. The country's name is somehow, it's a relatively small country, so it's not shown on this map, but it's Saleska or Saleska Valley. You will correct me how to pronounce it. So please, we are very much looking forward to hear your presentation as well on the mobility approach.
Okay, thank you. Just to share my screen.
So I pronounced it wrong. I got the name wrong, or it's got several words.
Yes, of course, you did it wrong.
Apologies. Okay. I
It's
will learn it for
Saleska
next
Valley.
time, I promise. Tell us.
Okay. Is everything okay with the presentation?
Actually, it's not quite, we always see this, I think it's not in the right mode, maybe.
I have two screens, that's why.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's okay?
Not yet.
Presentation mode, best solution would be to share the whole screen, not just the application of PowerPoint. That might fix it.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
Yes.
For the
I
suggestion.
disconnected the other screen, so. Okay, so thank you for having us and for the opportunity to share our green story and of course our experiences as well. My name is Tina Belina and I come from Saleska Valley, or from Saleska Valley Tourist Board. We like to say that our main town of the valley, Velenje, is town with a heart, and you can see the heart also in the photo. As well as we come from the country of Slovenia, the only country with love in its name. So I believe that everybody knows that we are located in Europe, but specifically the Saleska Valley is located in the northeast part of the country of Slovenia, our chicken. So in our tourist board, we operate destination tourism within the Thermal Pannonian Slovenia region. The main city of the destination is Velenje, and then a town of Šoštanj and Topolšica, which is known for its spa resort. The main mission of our tourist board is to achieve the quality tourist offer and to develop and promote sustainable tourism in our region. However, our vision is to become the most family-friendly destination in Slovenia. We aim to achieve this by hosting the largest festival for children in Slovenia, known as the PP's Longstocking Festival. Additionally, we offer a wide range of attraction activities and infrastructure for families with children. Velenje, our town, has won a EU Green Leaf Award for the year 2024, taking part in the EU mission of 100 climate neutral and smart cities, and faces a transition from a coal mining region to new green perspectives. So our motto is from black to green and bright. And of course, we are also proud to be a member of the Slovenia Green family and hold the Slovenia Green Gold certification. This is another confirmation that we are on the right path. just the telephone. Yes, so in our tourist board, we are developing the 5-star tourist products as well. So we have received the Slovenia unique destination label for the from the Slovenian Tourist Board for these 3 products. We are the only destination in Slovenia with this label, and all the products are based on the authentic story of the Saleska Valley, with Velenje representing a coal mining story and Šoštanj showcasing the heritage of leather industry. Šoštanj in the past was home to one of the largest and the most prestige leather industry factories in whole Europe. So these products have also been recognized with international awards as well. So here is an overview of our destination in number. Velenje has more than 30,000 inhabitants, really a small town. Additionally, I can mention that our valley has a total of approximately 100,000 overnight stays. I would like to show you this green video. Maybe I can just talk through it. I would like to show you this green video that opens the hearts of locals and tourists to green habits. I'm a member of sustainable team of the municipality of Velenje too, and we took place in the Slovenia green theme of Slovenian sustainable tourism. So we are always looking for a green improvements because we think and we do green, and with film we want to encourage environmentally friendly behavior. Something is wrong with the internet connection. Okay, nevertheless, you will see the pictures. We follow a green story and strategically develop sustainable tourism that reflects our sustainable approach and responsibility towards the environment. So we strive for a little carbon footprint as possible. We organize sustainable events, spread and promote provider awareness, and so on. Okay, I'm so sorry that I cannot show you the video, but something went wrong.
I'm really sorry, but you have 2 more minutes and then we need to conclude, okay? Please.
Okay. In the recent years, we have carried out many activities for sustainable mobility in this area, such as free local buses, free city bike rental, and so on. The more bus connections to neighbors, to neighbor time, to neighbors, so valley. So the main challenge is how to reach the destination from the capital. And also our goal is that the locals and also the tourists use bikes and buses more than cars. Our main tourist attraction in the summer is Velenje Beach. In the mornings looks like this. This also looks like this, but at the lively afternoons in the summer times also look very crowded, like this, this, and this. We have more than 100 visitors in the summer, and near Velenje Beach is also the Vista, the biggest open air place for events in Slovenia. And in sunset looks like this, but when the big events take place, it's very crowded as well. And our main challenge is the biggest metal festival in Europe, Festival of Metal Music, which took place first week in August. In our region. It's not the main challenge, not only for municipality and our board, but for the whole region, from bigger to the smaller provider. So we have a lot of limited parking spaces. There are a lot of traffic jams going on in the summer and when the big events take place. A lot of illegal parking, lack of information maybe for tourists. We need to rent as seasonal workers for logistic challenges. And we have to work really hard on more sustainable transportation, and we need to balance the local needs in the one hand and on the other tourism. And of course, we need a lot more connections of public transportation to reach our valley. And in collaboration with the municipality of Velenia, we are currently preparing a lot of documentation with that one sustainable goal. So we want to come from black to green and to bright future. And I think that we have a lot of work to do, and I think that we will make it. So thank you very much for your attention, and greetings from Saleska Valley.